Hi everybody, Radical Gardener. How are you? Let's see, today is Friday, April 3rd, right? Okay, I hope you're all safe and doing well. I'm sure most of the people that are my subscribers, pretty much get to the bottom of things and what's really going on. But one of the subjects today is, it's a non-gardening subject as I deviate here and there. And it is about how fear is a drug and most people are addicted to it. It's kind of the school of Alex Jones where he's screaming all kinds of things at you and you're going, oh my God, yes, oh my God, and then there's a huge adrenaline rush and what are we gonna do? We're all gonna die. And it's been going on since the beginning of time, and it'll suck people in. It'll just suck them in every time. And the powers that be, or the people that might be a little bit smarter than you, they know that and they use it against us, not you, but us. I mean, I'm part of the human race, right? I don't hold myself separate, though there are times I would like to. But anyway, so I'm going to share a couple of things. I was looking around for the spiritual bent of this, which is going to take a lot of thinking and for me to write about it. But the gist of it would be that we actually grow in a very deep and meaningful way by moving through these things and understanding at the end of it, everybody is vulnerable because all we are human beings. And so what are we afraid of in the first place? I mean, let's take it down to basics, right? When you're born, you start to die. You just do. Living is actually a whole long, sometimes short process of decay, and everything that is alive is in the process of dying. So Chinese doctors, and I know Chinese might not be important right now, but in the allopathic medicine and acupuncture and natural medicine, they believe that when you're born with so many, it's predetermined, maybe your DNA or genetics or, God or, the aeons or, the cosmos or the collective consciousness, it's decided that you have so many beats, per life, heartbeats per life. No matter what you do, if you run, you jog, you eat crappy, you don't eat crappy, you have a determined amount of heartbeats. And I got to tell you, from what I've seen so far, and I'm almost 70 years old, is that is absolutely true. I've seen people that work out, they are really healthy, and they just dropped dead at 35. My father, case in point, my father was athletic. My father lived his life. Let me tell you, he smoked 3 packs of Pall Mall a day. He drank when he wanted to. He wasn't a drunk, but he was definitely a social drinker. He ran around with women. He was a real character, right? And my father died when he was 83 years old. I mean, how did he get so lucky? So, being worried about if you're going to die is such a waste of time. We're all going to die. And so what option do you have? You want to live in fear, or do you want to just live in the moment? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to believe the crap, or do you want to just live in the moment where the magic is? Which one is it? So, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to die. I don't want to. I love life. It's taken me a long time to want to be here. Most of my life, I thought, what the hell am I doing here? And you know what I realized? My journey was about accepting the fact that I was living in this third dimensional reality and accepting my body and really enjoying my life, and I'm having the time of my life. And nothing that is happening outside these doors or that's happening in the world will change that. I don't care how many masks are being worn. I don't care what I'm being told. I am not going to live my life in fear. So I just wanted to share that because I just got back from Lowe's and a morning on Facebook. And I'm very political on Facebook. It's where I share my ideas. I like politics. I like politics in the way that it's about, how do people fit into society? How do we make that work? I think politics is really valuable if we understand what it really is. It's not about divisions. It's about solutions. And I'm even thinking about going into local politics. But that's what I do in the morning. And there's so much stupid. There's so much fear. And, I'm watching people that have been following Q, which I happen to believe. But, people that are following, and all of a sudden, Alex Jones says Q isn't real. And so they believe Alex Jones. Alex Jones, who's already been wrong twice and caught lying about that very same subject. Where's people's discernment? I mean, that's a small piece. I don't really care one way or the other what you believe about that kind of stuff. But the fact that you're peddling the fear and you're peddling at a time that really is not healthy for a collective vision is really irresponsible. But again, I get it. You're afraid. So I went to Lowe's to get, choose some paint colors and get some, some plants and things like that. And I'm going to tell you, after the combination of being on Facebook this morning and going to Lowe's with the zombies walking around their freaking mask on, I came home. I'm going to read this to you because I put it on Facebook, and I'm going to read it to you. Not because of what I said, but my husband, the wise old soul of this marriage, what he said to me. Okay, so here we go. So I said, my wise old soul of a husband, ex-medic in special forces, when there were only a few of them, had to calm me down today when I got home from Lowe's. After a morning of the stupidity on Facebook and then the mask-wearing zombies in Lowe's, I was losing it. My hubby listened to me rant and then said, step back. This is the fog before the war. Meaning, you can't trust anything you hear, so don't trust anything at all. The fog of war, which it's the German, actually came from a German saying, and it's I can't say it in German. It's like Nebel des Krieges, is the uncertainty in situational awareness experienced by participants in military operations. The term seeks to capture the uncertainty regarding one's own capability, adversary's capability, and adversary intent during an engagement, operation, or campaign. Let me read that again and slower. It is the uncertainty in situational awareness experienced by participants in military operations. The term seeks to capture the uncertainty regarding one's own capability, their adversary's capability, and the adversary's intent during an engagement, operation, or campaign. So you just don't trust anything, right? You trust your own inner voice, and you just hang on to that. But you don't base it on anything somebody's telling you. So I said I will find my spiritual center once again and find balance. All right. So there are so many pieces of this virus thing. And so I'm going to again read something that I wrote today, because we have the information if we want to look at it. And there's way more to this. This is just a short paragraph. So this is what I wrote. And you believe it because you've never been lied to by the deep state faction of the government? Is there a proven cure? Have doctors had a significant success rate treating this with a safe and proven drug? Is there such a thing as optics? Are the good guys keeping us safe while there is a military op going on? Do you know people that have died from this? How many? Was their health already compromised? Would they have died from the flu? How long does a virus live outside of the mutated cell? Did most of us already have this virus, November through February? Are most of us immune? Are the testing kits from China 80% flawed? Was there a patent for this virus in 2015? Did Bill Gates preach population control along with running a simulation of a global pandemic in November? Does Bill Gates have anything to gain from this? Were there 3 Ivy League scientists, 2 of them Chinese, arrested who were microbiologists, all with connections to Wuhan, China, one of which had vials hidden in a sock ready to board an airplane for Wuhan? If you believe the fear mongering, I have some nice swampland for sale here in Florida. So do your research. I'm not playing the game. I'm really healthy, and I would shake people's hands if they would shake it, and I would give them a big fat hug. And this ain't the bubonic plague, right? And even that you wouldn't die from, because thieves would take care of that. Okay. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is like 2 separate videos here, because I think I want to keep these apart from each other. So what's the point, right? I'm always saying this. You live in the moment. Live in the moment. Consider that life truly begins when you become a part of the collective consciousness after you leave this third dimensional reality. Consider that that is really where life begins. Maybe the important part of this is collecting the information in this reality and then bringing it into that reality in which we pass into after we die. Bringing that information that we've gathered to dump into the collective consciousness. Now, what do you want to dump into the collective consciousness? Do you want to dump that you spent a lifetime of living in fear, right? Or do you want to dump into the collective consciousness that you lived in the moment, you saw all the magic in the world, that you came to love your body and to love everything around you, and you saw that it was all purposeful? So what is it that you want to bring to be of service for humanity to move and to evolve? What is it? Which one do you want to do? So for me, the choice is really simple. And it's a beautiful way to live. And I got news for you. If you live in the moment and you don't worry about 5 minutes ago or 5 minutes from now or 2 years from now or 20 years from now, if you live right here, right now, every single thing you need is here. Every single one. It will be the fear that will keep it from you. It's all right there. You just grab it when you need it. But you have to live in the moment, and you have to live without fear. And it's the only way it works. Remember, I trusted my gut. I lived in the moment. I was getting that information about making this move. Do you remember how I had to move before December? I had to get this house set up as soon as we got down here. I had to do these things. I was being given information, and it may be coming from my own subconscious, my own collective connection. I don't know. But as soon as our house was set up, as soon as we were completely set up, then this madness started. Can you imagine if I was trying to do that now? I wouldn't have sold my house. It would have been a nightmare. So by staying right here, right now, it's all going to work for you, right? I guarantee it. That's it for me. All right, everybody, you know I love you to bits. So, Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours, may your garden always grow without fear. You know I'm sending you a ton of love, okay? All right, see you later.